Hi, it's Evangeline from etrailer.com, and today we are looking at the Curt Premium 4-bike hanging style rack here on our 2020 Toyota RAV4. So I think this is a great option if you are looking for a bike rack that has a lot of versatility. It's designed to accommodate children's bikes, and you can rotate the cradles to accommodate bikes of different shapes and sizes. So the way our bike is mounted here is by 1, 2, 3 mounting points. So we have 2 on the top tube and 1 down here, which is our anti-sway cradle. So if you want to dismount your bike, I like to start here at the bottom and just pull that rubber strap out of the way. These are nice, strong, and sturdy rubber straps. Let's get those, pull them through, and there we go. With it released from the straps, you can then grab your bike, lift it up and through your bike rack, and you are ready to go on a bike ride. So if you look at the cradles themselves and the way they are designed, not only do they have these sturdy straps, but they're also made to rotate. So if you need to rotate it to find the best fit, you have different options here. They also have these grooves on the inside to accommodate your brake lines. There we go. So with it like this, sitting like that, you can also see how this is different from the CURT 4 bike rack. So the CURT 4 has arms that are straight, and these have arms that are curved, and the reason for that is if you have children's bikes, you can put them here on the shorter ends without needing to use a bike adapter. One thing to note when you are carrying a bike rack is that some length is added to the back of your vehicle. So let's measure it here on our RAV4 from our back bumper to the back right by these nice reflectors. It is 36 inches. So that's actually a good amount of length, especially considering how you are carrying 4 different bikes here hanging up. You can also fold this down, and to do so, you take off this clip at this end, and then you pull out this pin. I recommend lifting up on the arms just a little bit to give it some room so that you can take out that pin, then just let it drop back down, pin it back into place like that, and then put that clip there to secure it. So with its arms down here, let's measure how much length it adds to the back of our RAV4 from our back bumper to, let's see, actually down here is the furthest point. It is 11.5 inches. So that's a big difference. You definitely want it in this position when you are driving around. So this bike rack can also tilt away, and to do so requires a little bit of configuration of these pins down here. I'll walk you through it. First, you pull out this clip, then you pull out this pin. If it's a tight fit, then you might need to loosen up on this knob. This knob controls the tension of the mast. So if it's too tight, you need to loosen this. Okay, that looks good. Now we can pull out the pin, and with that you pull this lever up. So it's kind of a 3-step process. Then it tilts down. It locks into place there down at the bottom, and you want it in this position so you can access your hatch. You can see how there's a lot of space between there, so you can access your hatch, put groceries in, get whatever you need out of your trunk without having to worry or stress about uninstalling your bike rack. So there's a lot of space there. So to push it back up, you just push it back up, and it locks into place if you pull this lever here in the back. There you go. Now we have to put the pin back, and then we put the clip back, like that, and then we tighten down the mast. So it's a little bit of an involved process compared to maybe other hanging style bike racks that might just have a lever to tilt away, but it's not that bad once you figure out what you need to look at and work with. The way this is mounted into our RAV4 is by this hitch, so this fits into 2-inch hitches. We have it here, and it has a anti-rattle bolt and a clip at the end. You can also get a separate hitch pin lock if you're interested in that for security. So you can see with this anti-rattle bolt, even though I'm shaking it as hard as I can, it's not going anywhere. Speaking of that, as for the closest point between our bike rack and our RAV4, the closest point is by our bumper. So, and the lever at the back, it is 4 inches. But again, with that anti-rattle bolt, it's not getting any closer than that. Okay, so my final thoughts about this bike rack is it is the CURT Premium 4, and the biggest thing about it is its versatility. So if you have children's bikes as well as adult bikes and bikes of different shapes and sizes, then this is a great option for you, because then you don't need to have to work with a bike adapter bar or other things. You can just throw them on this bike rack and you are good to go. It's a strong, sturdy bike rack, and it's great if you have different types of bikes. So that was a look at the CURT Premium 4 hanging style bike rack here on our 2020 Toyota RAV4.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.